Screw. A threaded cylinder, pin, or rod with a head at one end engaging a threaded hole and used either as a fastener or as a simple machine for applying power.
History. Screws. The concept of screws date back to 200 BC.
Around the 1st century, screw-shaped tools became common to use.
In 1513, a German clockmaker developed the first screw.
In 1586, Jock Basson invented a screw-cutting machine that paved a way for all new innovators.
In 1810, the first factory for screws opened.
In 1836, American William Keith developed the thread rolling process. At the time, it had little success.
In the early 19th century, Englishman Henry Maudslay produced the method of screw manufacturing that is still used today. It was the first power-driven machine. Examples.
These are commonly found types of screws. Slotted, the oldest and most commonly found variety.
Phillips. This is an improvement to the slotted. There's a slight circle where the grooves cross, which minimizes the wear and prevents slipping.
Squared. Robertson screw head. Square indentation to minimize slipping. There are many other different types of screws.
Types of screw heads. The pan. It's the standard screw.
More curved than pan, but similar.
These are types of thread varieties. Wood. For the wood screws, threads are coarse and deep, and it helps get through thick wood.
Sheet metal. Short and coarse, designed to grab onto thin sheet metal.
First, we will compare the screw and a nail to show you how easily one comes out compared to the other. Okay, so first a nail. It's all the way through. Okay, so that's how that looks. Alrighty. And then, so now we're gonna do the screw.
Can I do it?
And there's 2 different types of screws. I'm gonna get it started. There's the long one and the short one.
I like the long one.
Alright. No, you have to do the hammer first.
Got this.
Wait. You have to do the hammer first. Just to get it.
It's working. See? The little lines. The nail is completely smooth, and the screw has these ridges, so it stays in and it doesn't just, pull out. It's used for holding more hefty materials together, like 2 pieces of wood. It's working. See? The little lines.
Okay, so as you can see, this is what it looks like now. The nail got kind of crooked, but that's how it looks. And so, let us show you. So, if you're taking, this is impossible to take that out, but if we had a bigger nail head on this one, then it would be easier to pull that out. So that's the difference between the screw and the nail. This is the screw tour, when we show you many screws around this house and how they hold things together. So this is a hex screw, and this keeps the easel together. So this attaches this part to this part, so you can fold it up when you would like to. So this is another screw that keeps the underside of our table together. And so, yeah, it's kind of, okay, so I'm going to show them all of it. There, so that's the underside of the table, and that's keeping all of the all of the 4 pieces together. That's holding the table up. So these are the screws that are keeping the handles on the doors. These are the flathead screws that are keeping the switch plate connected to the wall. This is a screw that is hanging up this picture, and you can just hang it up on the wall.
One fun fact about a screw, also known as a bolt, is that it always has a head.
A screw is viewed as a narrow inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder. It was one of the last simple machines to be invented. You can find screws in jar lids, light bulbs, stools, clamps, jacks, and last but not least, wrenches. Screws can be made of steel, aluminum, brass, or nylon. And that concludes our video on screws,
which is the best simple machine by far.
Screw-shaped tools became common. Okay, ready? These are the screws that are keeping this switch panel attached to the wall. Whatever! Okay, these are the flatheads. Is that what they're called?
Yes.
Okay, these are in 15. Stop it! Delete that one.
Go. That's
so wrong! Oh my god!
This is the screw tour. Ah!